Welcome viewers. On today, I'll be discussing about the 10 oil wells that were recovered by Anambra State government from Delta State. A few days ago, the news was made known to the media by Professor Charles Ofebu, the Managing Director, Anambra State Solid Mineral Development Company, and also the Chairman of Anambra State Petroleum Energy Resources Limited. According to Professor Ofebu, Anambra State has successfully reclaimed 10 oil wells that were previously credited to Delta State because of boundary disputes. A verification were conducted by the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Physical Commission confirmed that the wells rightly belong to Anambra State. According to Professor Ofebu, he said once it's officially approved, Anambra State will start receiving revenue from these oil wells along its maritime boundaries with Delta States boasting the state's revenue derivation, that's 13% from federal government. The government is also planning a modular refinery in Osamala, Obaro local government area of the state, which will refine petroleum and diesel, create jobs, and increase economic growth across the states. This is a very big win to Anambra State government.
The Interagency Technical Committee comprised members of Revenue Mobilization Allocation, representatives of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, representatives of the Office of the Surveyor General of the Federation, and that of the Office of the Boundary Commission. Prior to the journey, Revenue Mobilization Allocation Chairman explained that the decision to map and verify the coordinates of crude oil and gas wells was aimed at resolving long-standing disputes among the affected states.
We are tasked with plotting the coordinates of newly drilled, identified crude oil fields and gas fields, as well as across the entire oil-rich region. The decision reflects our unwavering commitment to support the Commission in obtaining precise location for those assets, ensuring that 13% derivation fund is equally disbursed to the rightful beneficiary states among the oil-producing states.
The two states, Anambra and Delta states, each represented by one of their surveyors to observe the process, together with the members of the Interagency Committee, embarked on a boat journey through Delta end of the River Niger. They visited Aneze Oil and Gas Flow Station OML 143, managed by SIPCO, an Indian company. The second day of the journey took the team to Ogwipere and Ogwuanocha communities in Obaru local government area of Anambra State.
This initiative is essential to ensure that every oil field and gas producing states receive its rightful share of the 13% resources, thereby reducing tension and safeguarding the integrity of the Federation account and the integrity of the Commission. By promoting transparency, fairness, we are laying the groundwork for a more stable and conducive environment for continued investment, exploration, and development of oil fields across the entire region.
Although this is not the first oil wells that has been approved to Anambra State government by the Revenue Mobilization Body. If you can recall, on 27 July 2001, the Revenue Mobilization Body approved the attribution of Anambra River 1, 2, and 3 wells to be shared on a 50-50% basis between Anambra and Kogi states, pending the final delineation of the boundary disputes between the two states. The Revenue Mobilization Body also approved 11 oil wells on 100% allocation to Anambra State, namely Nzam 1 oil well, then Alo oil well, Obu oil well, Ameshi 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Enye 1, 2, 3, and 4 oil wells. This we are among the 11 oil wells that we are allocated to Anambra State on a 100% allocation. But these wells you're seeing as all these wells, the 11 oil wells, the wells in Obu, Amesh, and Enye wells are located in Obu Belemili and Obu Aniocha in Obaru local government area of Anambra State. And these are wells that oil exploration are in commercial quantity, all like the ones in Agloeriotu. So those ones, even the ones between 50% sharing basis between Anambra State and Kogi State, when you go through the websites of revenue mobilization body, when you check the table, that's the oil production for years now. That's wells within that area. That's the one between Anambra State and Kogi. That's Nzam 1, Alo, and Alo. Even those ones that will be shared between 50% basis. When you check their site, you notice that those oil wells, they've not been producing oil for some time now. Unlike the one in Obu Belemili and the Obu Aniocha, these oil wells are one of the richest oil field. That area is one of the richest oil field in the country currently. The Obu, Amesh, and Enye oil wells, these wells are part of the mining lease, that's OML 143. The wells are being managed by Sterling Oil Exploration and Energy Production Company Limited. The reason why I'm trying to explain all this to our people to understand how we fought for this and we were able to win this battle. Initially, when we started asking for this, seeking for Anambra State to be named as major oil producing state in the country, if you can recall, we started this journey during the time of Peter Obi. Most of our neighboring states dragged us. There was conflict, some lives were lost. And states like Kogi dragged Anambra. There was conflict, even with Enugu also. So, but as God may have it, we didn't know that we have more oil in Obaru local government. That's Obu Belemili and Obu Aniocha. So this is what prompted naming Anambra as major oil producing state during the time of Willie Obiano. Because for some time, SIPCO, we are exploring oil in that location until the state governments were informed of the illegal activity, illegal exploration that was going on there. Willie Obiano did his best with his team. They fought for it. Even so many things went on. Many of they sent most of the government official team to visit there, at least for them to be able to handle it amicably, which the SIPCO sent security men after those government officials. It was a very big case, but thank God it was resolved. Although the exploration was hot, but the later came to the table and everything were resolved. So now, that area, that's Obaru, doesn't share any common boundary with Kogi State or Enugu State. Obaru is a different local government quite far from that area. Obaru shares common boundary with River States and Delta States, even Imo States. So that area is very rich with oil and gas. So for some time they've been exploring, like I said earlier, CIPCO, they've been exploring oil in that location, not until the locals informed the state government of what was happening there. Then the state government now pushed for it. So now, Ameshi, Enye, and Obu. Ameshi, we have oil well 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in Enye we have 1, 2, 3, 4. In Enye, that's making it 8 oil wells. Then we have 1 in Obu, that's making it total in Obaru that was allocated to us then by revenue mobilization body. We are 9 oil wells. Just in Obaru local government area, excluding the ones in Aguleri too. So during the time of Governor Charles Soludo, they now discovered that not just that 9 oil wells, there are more oil wells within that area that the revenue is going to Delta State instead of Anambra State. So they now informed the oil, that's the revenue mobilization body. They came with their team, which you've seen the video. So they now discovered that 10 oil wells is 10 oil well within that locality is in Anambra State, not Delta State. So making it total, when added with the 9 that were allocated to us before, it will be 19 oil wells in that oil field. That's Akwibom field, which produced 17 million barrels of crude oil in 2025. If you can go to if you guys can go to revenue mobilization official site and check the production output to 2025, you will see that, you notice that that oil field, Okwibom field, produced 17 million barrels of crude oil and more than 2 million barrels of condensate in 2025. So it's one of the richest oil fields currently in the country. I want to use this opportunity to also applaud the state governments for all the efforts they've made so far, and also wish to inform them that if there is a way they can collaborate with CIPCO or any other company, at least for them to be able to connect, that's exploration of gas in that area, know how to connect that area with major industrial area here in Anambra, at least for them to be able to pipe in gas from that location to industrial clusters within the state.